All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today. Let's get a tab and pen out. You're going to need some paper, a lot of it, because we're going to talk about a list. We're going to check it twice. Now, we know you've been naughty and probably not nice, but we're going to have some fun. All right, understand something. Getting to million is a pain in the ass. Once you get to million, you can get to 100 million to a billion. Leveraging money to a billion is easier, believe it or not. It's amazing how hard it is to get to that first million. But again, how do we play the game? If you don't know me, get to know me. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I got that nickname. I've been on KNX radio for about 49 years. Belinda Lee, I went to the cooking hour because I had my own show with George Putnam and all kinds of people back then. He says, you must be the Godfather of Credit. I built billions for people. Might do it for you, but then what are you going to do with it? I'm sorry, but I think most of you kind of screw up. Why? Because you follow other silly people. You got to understand, to see it, believe it, go get it. So let's do this. $100 million building, Lamborghini, got to get that too. Next, you got to realize one thing. The more you write things down, the more your brain records. And that's what I want you to think about, recording the information. You got to make things habit forming, because in your cell phone today, I'll bet you got 1,000 pictures. You haven't looked at them but once or twice. That's about it. So you store information. We need to store it here. Take the picture here. And that's the goal. That's why I want a list. See, that what happens is every time you try to do something, or you got to get your assets kicked, and that's no fun. Me, there I am, 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. Now, I didn't know I was doing something different. I was just doing what I could do. I kicked the door jam at 10, the basketball hoop literally at 14, and the Register newspaper took a picture, go, white man can jump. Well, what can I say? How I measured my life and things that I obtained. See, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy. I got to live in hell. And they didn't really give a shit about me anyway. So the reality is goodies. I like goodies. I like Lamborghinis, yachts, mansions, and kind of race cars. See, the goal for me is to be able to go like this to myself. So, hey, I made it. I accomplished the goal. Houses in all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. I mean, I had to have the large U-Dock. I mean, hell, when you got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, and a Duffy, and some Sea-Doos, where do you want to park them? In the backyard. The only one I could do, the largest U-Dock. So let's take a tablet. Let's turn the paper this way. And you're going to hear this again and again because you have to understand how it works. Today, if you go online right now, you're going to find out how Bank of America, other banks, shutting down thousands more locations because they don't need them anymore. All right, because why? They have Zelle, now. And on top of that, we transfer money. So let's understand. Draw the diagram right there. Let's think today, okay? Some of you, sorry, I got to say it this way, you got shitty credit. You screwed it up. Your credit's going, yeah, up and down, like a friggin' yo-yo. You do that to yourself because you don't know how to play the game. And when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 48 years ago, it was kind of fun. So here we got, let's understand. Bank of America, by the end of this year, will be shutting down over 8,000 locations. Closed down. Ow. You did that to you. That hurts. Corporation. So here's the parent company for Bank of America. They have a what? A branch number. Wow. That's a corporation, in the corporation called a subsidiary. Oh, goody. Here's a corporation on this side with you. Did you know you can have 3 divisions of you? 3. You got 3 chances to try, and when you screw it up, you get to the next one. The next one don't have any intent to do fraud. So if we look at the banks today, because I want you to relate to what's in your city or state, you look at Walmart, Sam's Club, Geico. You look at cities. We've had 11 of them file bankruptcy. See, you understand something. A corporation is a legal person. Supreme Court says so. And that's nice. We'll show you that. It's public record. What you got to realize is cities. Can you imagine? We got 50 corporations called the United States of America. Then you have 50 states, and you have cities that are corporations. They planned on their list, sorry to say, an oh shit day. Because when they get a shit day, they bankrupt the debt, stay in business in front of you while you sit there going, beep, 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 beep. That's about it. Your problem is you. Your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You're not stupid, but you did follow stupid. Followed some stupid people. Most of you have been ripped off by friend and family, and you got to heard the word no. Hell no, I don't accept no. They told me I'd find a better way. So number one thing here, if we're going to ever partner in anything, you're going to have to stop bringing the pain home. We got to learn to be a certified CFO. That's right. personal business. You got to trick your brain. In other words, you see what you want, you believe it, you go get it. That's why I named my blueprint years ago when I was about 9.5 years old. See it, believe it, go get it. So the bottom line is kind of simple. So we're going to look beyond that curtain every time. We're going to learn how to play the game to win. All right, we're going to do it my way for a while. Okay, please give me 3 to 6 months, maybe a year. I mean, come on, I made David doing 7 million this year. I only met him last year. So I got people doing millions and millions a year within about 9 to 10 months. But I got people that drag their feet, take a little longer. That's okay, as long as they follow through. So my little blueprint I started when I was 9.5 years old, and I lived with this family on Delaney, 181st Street in Torrance. All right, she did basically NASA certified engineer. She watered Apollo 9, 11, 13. All I ever heard was blueprint. So when I went to the library, I'm looking for a blueprint. There wasn't one, so I created one. It worked. But I also named my blueprint, See It, Believe It, Go Get It. See, here's me. I see what I want. I make my list. I break down the steps, rules, and tools, and then I pray and I go get it. That's just me. Heck, I pray at the ATM machine. I pray at the bank. All right, I pray at the getting gas. All right, my car. All right, because sometimes things all get screwed up. But again, if you give me the chance to repackage you, and years ago, this is what we did. I did Only in America. I gave that to Don King. From there, Repackaging America, one of my companies years ago. See, I wanted to repackage people like Humpty Dumpty. See, I think they need to be rebuilt my way. All right, because I think their way sucks. My way works. Okay, do you want to be a millionaire? Well, see, that's the first thing in your head. If you're going to want to be a millionaire, let's understand something. The goal is $100,000 a month income. I named it auto income. Now, this is just some goodies I obtained. $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghinis, $1 million race boats and yachts and fireworks and all kinds of stuff and mansions. Why not? It's the only trophies I ever got. See, I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy who ever said, hey, this is what you need to do. And I'm proud of you. Hell, I never heard that. Wow. So that's what we get to do. Do you want to be a millionaire or a millionaire corporation? I'm hoping you answer corporation. That's the way it should work. Now, foundation. Here's the problem. Okay, you are 35 to 75 years old. All right, you are who you are today from all the good, bad, and ugly in the past. Good, bad, and ugly. But again, the foundation is the rules and tools. When you started your credit file a long time ago, you were told to get an SSN. And you fall like ducks and sheep going, quack, quack, quack. You signed a form called SS5. You don't even know that. And then you got this, what, Social Security number? You're not even supposed to use for ID purposes, and you do it anyway? I don't understand. See, that means every one of you broke federal law. You broke the law. Isn't that amazing? Because Social Security card says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. It's not even yours. But what can I say? So let's build a foundation. Let's look at chapter 18. Not here to be sapient attorney. Got to give that little disclaimer. But here's public record for you. A corporation is a legal what? It's right there. A corporation is a legal person. Huh. They design corporations, Supreme Court legal person, so they can bring in money and not pay tax till they're profitable. That's why it's designed that way. And all corporations write off almost everything. See, today, I'm sorry, you're not winning the damn lottery. You're not getting a big enough raise. You better build about $3 million of corporate credit. Okay, and why can I do it better than most people? Help, I helped set up Train Ken Yarborough. Kind of fun stuff. So let's see, may sue or be sued. Damn, right there. So a corporation doesn't protect me? And my name's on the Secretary of State's website? When they sue the corp, they're going to name me? Ah, well, that's what happens to you. I learned this at 7.5. So the bottom line is very simple. When I was a little kid, went to the library, I wanted to find out what it meant. So I sent away $10. That's all it was, $10. Okay, $10 to get a corporation. Oh, goody. It came back. You know what was really weird? People didn't pay attention to, especially Carl. He didn't pay attention at all. $100,000 of credit came in the friggin' mail. That's nice. See, people got credit cards in the mail all the time, and that's what they did. But again, you have to understand, as we build this up my way, I even got named in the movie Dave, by the way. Now, I had a problem. All right, putting those little boxes together, putting helping hand on it, and all that stuff, collecting money. All right, we got named in a lawsuit. Kind of sucks. See, I used the word Brown. It belonged to the Brown Institution. I didn't realize it belonged to them. I used it, got pulled into court. So this means if a corporation gets sued, so do you. Congratulations. But again, never bring the pain home. So if we look at the what I call the big lie, the lie is very simple as we do these things. Let's understand. The lie, a corporation will protect you. I love when they call into my call centers. I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. It makes them sound stupid. I'm sorry. They're not stupid. But I tell you what they do, they sound pretty stupid. Sorry. I just want you to understand that. Don't be offended at all. A corporation, C or LLC, should be converted to S, single filing. So let's understand what we're talking about today. I just want to get off this page over here as I do 10 things at once all the time. It's fun. So you don't want to pay tax, but I think we have to. I believe we all have to pay as much tax as we have to. You see, it's like in California, we have 7 taxes per gallon of gas. We buy a house, no matter if it's through the trust or whatever, guess what? We have to pay property tax. That's road, fire, police, and school. Okay. Everywhere we turn, we pay tax. Corporations only pay tax when they're profitable. So when people bitch and complain about rich and famous people, they should shut the front door and leave them alone. Why? Because we piss off people like in California. We lost all the movie industry. We just blew up basically a hotel in Vegas. So our next baseball team from Oakland can move there too. See, our governor in California is an idiot. Okay, he pissed off Elon Musk, the richest guy on the planet. He shut down his office in San Francisco. He shut down. He's going to basically take X and move it to Texas. Why would he piss off the richest guy on the planet? I listen to people bitch and complain. He didn't pay enough tax. Shut the front door. The man provides 100,000 friggin' jobs. Stupid people. You're smart. You're gonna listen. I pray to God you learn and you basically follow through. So a corporation, listen carefully, is not going to protect you at all. It's going to receive money and pay tax when it's profitable. And then we're going to create lots of debt. We're going to have manageable credit and debt. Hell, this all sets taxes. It's free damn money. So let's play my way for a while. If you ever want to partner with me, you got to do it my way. I got to clone me into you. If not, I don't want to play with you. Sorry. That's how it works. When you pierce your veil, you pierce your damn veil every damn time. When you sign a car on the behalf of a corporation, you guaranteed it. You're a duck and a sheep. Quack, quack, quack. The next thing, what do? You lease a building. Can you imagine how many stupid people? 97% of businesses fail. They sign a lease and the business fails, and the landlord comes to sue them and screw them over. And you're out of business, and you file bankruptcy, and then your wife divorces you. Well, that's what happens about marriage. It's usually money and sex. It's the only 2 things that screw up a marriage. Simple. And if you get sued, you got no money, you get no honey. I say that out loud. So let's see the lease. That's no fun. Damn. And what? You signed a credit card? Why the hell didn't you do a division of you to guarantee the credit for the corporation too? Well, there goes that rhyming thing I've done since I was a kid. They told me I was retarded. That sucks because I write with both hands and talk at the same time. And I got an IQ of 203. I guess I'm not retarded, but I never went. Well, listen carefully. All right, a what? A division of a corporation that I invented, and I can prove it 100%. 85, 86. What do we get to do? It can replace you. Ooh, you're fired. Let's replace you. A division can use tax ID, SS4. See, that's where you kind of screwed up and didn't learn to play. All right, now let's talk about this. A corporation. Here's our problem. I would like to get you a 50,000, 100, and 150,000 line of credit at the bank. I need you to listen while I position you as I was a consultant for banks for 29 years, okay? So if we do this correctly, up to 150, but you need a 2-year corporation. That means you got to set up now. Come January, it's ready to go. Or you take one I had in stock and I sold the last one 10 minutes ago. Oh, well, sorry. I don't got any more shelf corps. We're sold out. Kind of like my coaching. All right. See, I am sold out. Simple. The ones that are in coaching right now, if they don't re-sign up for coaching, they never get me again. Because next year is my junior and senior coaches. They always like to wait till the last minute. And when they find out they don't get me, oh well, I'm not going to change. This is the way it's going to be. So let's play. Now, I was sold out on the Profit Corps. I was sold out on the nonprofit. And I was giving this away, but 5 minutes before I started this, they sold the last one is sold. So we don't have one. So don't worry, you can't get it. There you go. See, a corporation, I can get you one now. Why? Because you'd want the corporate divisions to be this year. So next year, they're on the second year at least. Those other ones are 3 years old. Let's look at the goodies. I like goodies. Why don't we write down today's date? Let's fight to get through the next 90 days and just fight the hell out of it. See, you got to have that attitude that you want to win. That's what wins. See, every time you race somebody in a running race, a car, a motorcycle, a boat, or you're going to play a game, you want to win. That's why I named it Winning the Game of Business. Coaching programs are fun. That's just the twin Lamborghinis. And the car collection is simple. So coaching, if you're with me, that means you're in my office and I'm analyzing you every 5 days. I know more about your credit than you do. And then I'm going to boss you around and tell you what to do. Isn't that fun? You see, we're going to come up with a list. I'm going to blueprint the you know what out of you, and then I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to push you up the hill. And if you slow down, I'll jag you some more. See, your reality of life is to understand, I'm a pushy bee. Now, I yell at my clients once in a while, too. Get off your ass, I do that. No, you did it wrong. Let's do this. Come on. All right, I want to do this. See, your problem is you got all these goals, and that's great. You're not going to reach any of them until you work on income. It's not going to happen. See, goals are great. It's the index of a book. That's all it is. It's a goal list. Hopefully you have one. Okay. And if it's in your phone, no goodie. The phone knows more than you. You might consider putting it in your calendar to email you things through the day, like I've always done. So I didn't get a mommy and a daddy to encourage me to do dilly squat. Okay. These people just, yeah. Come on, can I say? My cell phone interviews me and sends me information all through the day to encourage the you know what out of me. You see, 10,000. Okay. 50,000, 100,000. So if we focus, listen carefully, we focus on income, all right, we can pay our bills and get the monkey off our back. Get it out there. That's what we have to do. Now, by the way, this is monthly income. How I always did it is I wanted 100,000 a year, then a month, then a week, then a day. Every goal I've ever reached, I made sure it goes back to the day. I wanted $1 million a year, did it for a month, did it a day. Simple. See, that's how it works. Now, if you want to make some money, this is up to you because like people, Ray, I need to make some money. Then give me referrals. I'm the most consecutive person on planet Earth, online 6 friggin' days a week, or in person for 48 years. Where the hell have you been? Okay? And all these ding-dongs out there giving half-ass information all the time. So you can get stuck with me. Now, if you ever gave a referral during this here and they bought something, I sell you 20%. The office, they give you 10. Simple. It's now. But it's up to you. See, I created something called buckets of money. Write it down, buckets and buckets of money. So let's understand today. I need you to look in the mirror, and I need you to basically understand with you. I need you to spend 5 minutes in the mirror today. When nobody's around, don't put on your makeup, don't comb your hair, don't pick your nose. Isn't that gross? So what do? We look at yesterday, today, tomorrow. So a mirror. When I was a little boy, being used and abused, and nobody gave a shit about me. Okay, I remember crying my eyes out on the floor. I looked in the mirror. I looked in the mirror after this jackass named Carl beat the hell out of me. And what did I do? I cried my eyes out. I knew one thing. I had to fix my own problem. It was up to me. Ever since that day, I can't get sleep past 2:25. That's right. I wake up every freaking morning, 2:25, ready to go and kick some ass at. And that's how it works. Your problem is reruns. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you do the same damn thing. I bet you it's boring as hell. Get up an hour early every day, look in the mirror, and every Monday, let's understand, Monday, you have a repo list. Car, boats, houses, apartments, and duplex. You got basically a probate list, divorce list, bankruptcy list, and what? Sell, wholesale, and supply credit. If you did what you're told to do, if you did, and this is an if, you have corporation, you have divisions, about 18 divisions. And from here, we build 100,000 to $1 million of credit for the corp and the divisions. And then we have what? Checkbook money. And then we get supply and vendor money. You're going to build yourself a $10 million company, and you and I can play. Now, I want you not to think. I just want you to do. The more you think, the more you screw it up. So me, simple. I like boring and steady. I remember with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, LA School Board, we were buying storage units. That was fun. Why? Because it was simple. Money here, money there, simple. No idiots and no employees. Good. See, I never wanted to run a business. Running a business is a pain in the ass. So I'd like you to take a picture of these things right here. These are the things I've done for the last 40 plus years of my life. I ended up owning 22,000 damn payphones. It's ridiculous, $300 a month. And these things kind of put out of business. But the ones in the prison, we still had some of those. I got 19 houses. I'd go to auctions and have fun. At 20, they told me no. What the blank? No doesn't mean no. It means they're stupid. I've never accepted the word no, and I tear it apart every time. When I transfer my properties to my divisions, guess what I did? I freed up the loan to value problem. When I created division process in 85, 86, it's kind of like the martial arts store I started on Beach Boulevard, still next to Stanton and Lamson, right there in the corner. How about the mobile home park I own? Okay, through corporate structure. It's been there for years. See, I like something that doesn't need employees or ran by a third party. I like buckets of money. So today, I'd like you to drive around your city, but I want you to be the passenger this time. I want you to drive around and you're on the other side looking at the things around you and ask yourself, why the hell don't you own them? Why don't you own that Wendy's across the street, apartment complex, gas station, storage units, laundromat? I wrote books on all that stuff. Why don't you own these things? What's wrong with you? Do you need to turn these suckers up? Now, if you don't go do it, I'll do it with you or for you. I'll hand you the damn keys and then you can make some money. Is that okay? That's how we play the game and win. Let's pretend today you're listening to 110%. We're going to take Wells Fargo. These are $150,000 lines of credit with a debit card, checkbook. Oh, goody. Checkbook money. If we Google today, not tomorrow, today, and say $100,000 house, brand new, what state? You'll find 15 states right now that you could actually buy a brand new house under a division and put $5,000 down. Yes. And what does that do for you? Listen carefully. Corporate credit is what? Free friggin' money. You maintain a payment. Borrow money is not taxable. Borrow money. What? So I'd rather borrow against it and leverage the hell out of it first. I mean, my clients are Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, and rich and famous people across the board. I've been training them for 40 plus years too. So if you want to play, I get to play with you. Wow, isn't that fun? But then we go to another state, another state, another state. Let's keep doing this. See, the problem when you sit down at that kitchen table, starting to want to do a business, and you end up losing and kicking your own assets, you should have did it as a division, because you throw the sucker away and go get another one. Well, that's up to you. You see, you're learning to play the game to win. I lined up and I wrote books on laundromats and dry cleaner, all kinds of stuff. I helped my client get 3 locations. What did it do for him? $63,000 a month. A lot of dry cleaners don't dry clean clothes. There's a service that picks up and delivers, so it's a storefront. Oh, goody. And somebody managed it for you. You get about 10 of these. What do you get now? Okay. Laundromats are fun. I wrote books on that too. Can you imagine? There's really no employee there. All the service companies are taking care of the equipment anyway, and there's an alarm when something goes wrong. And they send out a service call. Isn't that kind of easy? Nowadays, you don't even have to use change. I got in trouble when I used tokens years ago. They didn't like that. They said, you got to give back their money. I gave them tokens instead. I'll kind of win the battle. It's okay. This client got a laundromat of 30,000. I mean, come on, they're every 5 miles from each other. Why aren't you getting these things under your divisions of a corporation? I don't understand why you're not trying to buy things that are easy. I know you had 50,000, you spent it or kind of pissed it away and you were broke the next day. Why do you do things hard? The storage units is my favorite. I started buying those up with Dr. Robert Soltis of the LA School Board, my ex-father-in-law. We used to buy them. Hell, I was 19 years old when buying these damn things. It was fun. Isn't that good? Getting money all the time. All right, now about a Jack in a Box. They're good. Nobody has to be there. I'm not the owner. Trying to buy a management company. How about a gas station? All right, it's kind of fun. How about we get the EV charging stations? Our governor, the ding dong he is, now how does he do this? He just bought a $9 million mansion. He makes $250,000 a year. How the hell do you do that? How did Biden buy a $6 million house by the lake and he doesn't make enough money to do it, but he did it anyway? How'd that happen? Damn, what do these people do? Are they crooks? Probably. All right. So what I got to do with EV charging stations, our governor says we need 1 million more. They even have a program for you to be an investor. Would you like to do that too? All right. These are the things I want you to wrap your head around. If you get in coaching, I'm giving you a broker's list. And we're going to go through all these things. We're in the process of moving to our bigger building that's being remodeled right now. And we're going to go back to having a room that's for franchises. See, I missed my big location. It was 22,000 square feet. One technology driver over at the Spectrum. You get past Betty. Simple. You found there's an office at B of A, Chase. All right. From here, we had ADP. We had a franchise room. All these things are one shop place. Getting back to that, because that's going to be fun. That's where I partner with clients. And we make millions and billions of dollars. Now I want to go for trillion. I did billion already. Hell, I want to do trillion. Come on. So it's like anything else today. If you're 45 to 70 years old, I think you're a little disappointed. You played it safe or you screwed it up and you never took a chance. So you took a chance and screwed it up anyway. So where are we at today? So we got to play the game to win. Let's look in the mirror today. Let's understand exactly what you can do for you. But again, it's going to be up to you. Hi, John. Okay. So as we do these things, let's see. Today, I don't think you're 100% happy. I think you're stressed out and got all this, and you're not where you want to be. It's your own damn fault. Sorry. You've been falling stupid. Sorry you did. But again, today, since you're not getting a big enough raise or winning the lottery, why don't you let me show you kind of where you piss away money every day? You waste $50 every other day. You watch these people in this office go to break and they come back with a bag of $12 of crap in a bag, probably $20 of crap in a bag. Okay, it's ridiculous. Okay, but this is what happens to people. Do you know if you spend $50 every other day, $5,000 car is only $50 a month. That's $700 a month. Listen carefully. If I take $50,000 off of a line of credit, Wells Fargo, my payment is $612.26. So what the average person is pissing away and growing broke the next day, they could have had 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through. What oh way? Okay, that's what we get to do. This is cash credit for corporation. All right. Now here's an apartment complex. We want to go get this. Is it Section 8, 203K? Is it a DSRC loan? Is it seller finance? What is it going to be? See, when you look at a project like this, I'm going to give you a project list. We're going to dissect it. I'm going to basically be the front person in your escrow because I'm going to beat the hell out of everybody and tear it all apart. I love doing that. I usually piss them all off. Sorry. You see, I want the seller to realize you're receiving all that money. You're going to be paying more tax. If you carry back more, you can get a little money every month and you don't have to pay tax at all. So this is the kind of thing we have to think about. Okay, how about we find win-win for everybody? Let's say they want $3 million. Okay, they want 10% down. That's $300,000. Here's $300,000. There you go. What do we do? All right. Now here's the problem. We now have a new monthly payment with one bank. And what's the problem? We got an income. The problem is everybody thinks they're done. I'll bet you got to a part in your life you were comfortable. Ooh, and then you were done. And then they kicked your ass. See, your problem, you're never done. All right, that's the problem. Getting residual income, now I just call that auto income. All right, I can look, and I created cash flow for you per time in my book. Simple, page 6, paragraph 3. So I had this argument with this guy. He said, no, that's mine. I proved it was mine. He was using it anyway. But he filed bankruptcy anyway a couple of times. So let's think. Now, I called it auto income. They call it residual income, passive income. I don't give a shit. I want income. Well, I don't care what you call it, but you're not done. Every project we do or you do or you do with me, we're going to dissect the hell out of it. That's right. We're going to split deed it all. Every project, I become the damn bank. That's how you win to become the bank. Don't worry, I wrote a book on that too. All right, basically 20 years ago when I was the largest registered agent in 2009 for Nevada. I sold more corps than anybody on the planet. Isn't that fun? But again, what do we have to do? Now we turn it into $76,800 a month for 30 freaking years. We become the bank. When you reverse the liability, the tenant can't sue you. You can sue them. Isn't this fun? We could actually play the game to win. Now let's look at Freddie Mac. So let's write that down. This is just one of the complexes we sold 9 months ago. So let's see what we get to do. So let's write down DSCR loans. Go ahead. HUD, 203K. How about 0 to 1% financing? Now, if you're ex-military, let me know too. I'll show you some good loans you can get. Kind of fun. You know what we're doing? Or I'm helping one of my clients do. They bought a Hyatt in Texas. So what do we do? It's 110 units. 100 what? 10 units. All right. What happens with this unit here? We got grant money, fix it up money, all kinds of good stuff. And you know what they're going to give? $1,700 per month. All right. And we're putting military in there for homeless and shelter and everything else, and for military comfort. Isn't that fun? See, I'm a person that says, I'll loan a country some money, but I want a friggin' note. If not, you can go to hell. Did I say that out loud? See, we're leaving our people on the damn ground. That sucks. It pisses me off. That's my damn tax money. So what do we get to do? Simple. We're going to get them off the ground, and we're going to kick some ass. Can you imagine $1,700 a month times 110 units? Add it up. Isn't that fun? So here we're going to get 0% financing up to 90%, and they push back 10. Ooh, hell, we got it for free. So now when we get these units, let's understand. Here's your biggest problem. Let's say you got that apartment complex. You're going to think you're done. You're not done. Okay, I'm going to make sure you understand there's 64 units in this complex. 64. How many divisions do we need? 66. Now listen to what I'm going to tell you. Tonight we got to shake you and wake you up. Okay, the apartment complex is purchased through a division. Has never a corp, because that'd be stupid. They sue, that would sue you. Corporation division, they can't sue you because you're not named on it at all. Wasn't that fun? So we get basically apartment complex, the bank right there. But now that's one division. To guarantee the lease or the loan on the building, it's a division of me. I have a problem. I'm afraid to be broke. It scares the shit out of me. Say that out loud. I had to move 24 times from 11 years old with a lot of shitty people. And I had nobody who gave a shit about me. So I got this problem. I want to be broke. I eat out of a trash can at 3. That sucks too. So what am I going to do? I don't sign anything, because I think when you sign anything that's stupid and you pierce your own damn veil. A division of me. Woo! So that's 2. 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it. And we got 4 units. We need 64 divisions. Every tenant's going to sign a lease with a different name on it. If they want to slip, fall, and sue me and screw me, they can't. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and bankrupt the hell out of that piece and keep my other pieces. See, I like to play my way. I actually like to win, and that's kind of fun. So becoming the bank. We can look at how to play the game to win. Isn't that the goal? Now, let's understand. This is only $500 million of goodies. See, it was always a secret. Shh. We didn't tell people I was worth 2.6 billion at 26, because all they do is got their hands out. Money. What the hell would I tell anybody? My life's private. It's to me. $500 million of goodies. I like goodies, don't you? But again, that's what we get to do. Now, God's gift of mansions in the harbor. Like I said earlier, I needed the largest U-Dock. For all my goodies, I own houses on 5 islands. Hell yeah, why not? So I get to park them in the backyard. Where do you want to park yours? So the race boats and the yachts always say Ray Reynolds University, the ultimate goal. The Duffy, that was for my beautiful wife. Why? I get to take her to Captain Jackson Friday and Saturday to dinner, steak and lobster. Wow. And she loves going to the harbor. Just remember, it takes money to get honey. So the $100 million building, the Lamborghini, why not? Here's the keys to that one. Bum, 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 bum. But I don't own a car. I never put a car in my name because that's called stupid. Never in my name. It's a corporation division. Own my helicopters too. And of course, my beautiful wife. Oh, well, there's me. No one's paying attention. I'm just doing what I can do. And Carl over here with his big fat feet, and Carrie's sitting there too. I almost kicked him. Wow. And Dan took the damn picture. Oh, and then the Good Smith Records guy came out too. I hit my damn head. Bloody friggin' mess. The light was 13 feet. Okay? See, I had to encourage myself. Nobody bothered to do that. When the Guinness Book of Records guy came in, where's the wires? He was just a jerk. I kicked out the lights that night. Oh, there's Carl again. There's Carrie sitting on the table. Wow. You see, we got the choice to believe it, see if we can go get it. Now, I found out Grandpa, after coma and all this crap in 2009, Richard Bishop was my grandfather. Wow, he won the Olympics in 1932. Maybe that's why I could kick so high. Who knows? Hell, I think he looks like Al Capone. But anyway, the word no. Why did you hear no? I mean, do you understand when you heard no? Come on, tell yourself. In your heart of hearts, you felt that that was BS. Someone told you something, that's not true. You knew this and you still followed through. As a kid, I just thought they were stupid. I had to keep to myself because they were stupid. Now, understand, I'm online 6 days a week, literally or in person for the last 48 years, helping people like you. Wow. I got all these classes in rotation as well. So let's play. Here's the goal. Stop treading water, quit playing it safe. So we have to understand something today. Our ultimate goal is very simple. We got to get a 750 score. Now, credit repair is a flake, and it's basically a fraud. Trying to trick the credit bureaus is BS. But again, that's how it works. All right, since I'm the one who trained Ken Yarborough, TW, became a Spirit in 96 anyway. 750 score. Okay, 7 what? If you're not there, I hope you get there, and I'll show you how to do that too. From there, we got to get a corporation. I'm going to want you to have 9 to 18 divisions. All right, 9 to guarantee it, 9 to receive it, means 18, but that's up to you. The problem is divisions need to age as well. Cash, credit, $100,000 to $1 million. From there, I want checkbook money, and I want supply vendor money. So write these things down. These are a must-have. You must have these things, period. And that's how it works. Okay, must have. And you're missing all that anyway right now. Even if you have a corporation, like I said, I got to build you like Humpty Dumpty. Let's pretend you got a corp. My first question is, how much cash credit do you have? There's only 10 great applications for personal business anyway. You don't have 3 million, why not? You don't have a division, have credit to that too, why not? I mean, I'm sorry, you're not going to get where you want to go until you finance the hell out of it, and I'll set the taxes. That's how it works. So let's do this. Let me stop you bringing the pain home. Let's put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. All right, because my way works and your way sucks. Would I say that aloud? So let's understand what happens. Here's Glenn. Glenn's a client of mine from 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Okay? Glenn's wife left him. Stop it. Better woman for you. Simple. Okay? He lives in his Pinto car for 3 damn years. 3 years. And I said, flat out, knock off the crap. Get to the workshops. $1 million company. Okay? What do we got? All right, brand new house, brand new truck. Put in my info commercials too. I had the #1 TV shows in the world for info commercial. Isn't that fun? Now we got Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. He was in prison for 20 years. So I have this program. I've been working for over 40 years for Biscayne Center. People coming out of prison. I got him $3 million. From there, you know what, Thomas? He was in prison for 26 years. It only took me 6 months to get him brand new dump trucks and a $5 million business. Would you like to play too? But again, he listened better than you. So we get to play. Michael, God rest his soul. Arnold, no problem. Did you know when I did a hospital over 35 years ago with Dr. Lucky in Fiji Islands? I never told anybody it was me behind it. But then we got Arnold to be on the board because no one paid attention to what we're trying to do. Kids are dying of gum disease. So this is Dr. Lucky saying, hey, look at the board now. Look what we got. That's kind of fun. So the reality is simple. So let's see. We got President of the United States of America. Do you know I did 2 corporations for Ronald Reagan? Yeah. Nancy kept just saying no. Just say no. Now, I'm the guy that created Teach Our Children that actually became that DARE program, by the way. Do your research. Now, Clinton, I guess he's okay. Biden used to hug two people too much anyway. So what do we do next? Okay. So let's understand. Costner. Okay. From there, Giovanni for Pixar. College professor dedicating a book to me from Biola University. Superman for Gold's Gym because he says I kick ass and motivate. And then we got Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul. Now I got her 1 million too, and she's got her little videos out there on Google and TikTok and YouTube. Wow. Now I've also incorporated Rich and Famous in Lakers and Clippers and Dodgers and Angels for over 40 years. So what did you do? You probably had a kitchen table meeting. That's what you had. You sit with your friends and your family, honey, we're going to start a business. Let's go jack up our credit cards, drop the score, get stuck, can't get anymore, and hurt ourselves and our family and bring the damn pain home. I'm sorry, but that's what most of you did. Why the hell would you do that? Why did you ever bring the pain home? Okay? The only reason is because you didn't know how to play the game. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid, but I think you follow stupid. And the reality is we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as used to be. None of us are. So let's understand something. Please listen to this. All right. I'm Ray Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds. Okay. Got a couple of PhDs and all kinds of stuff that I keep to myself. I don't go after and go blah, blah, blah. And I'm verifiable across the board. And you know what happens? I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW. I thought he was just a blowhard gun. That's about it. When I created the 25-20% rule that I did, I need the world to listen to me, not you. All cards fluctuate. All of them fluctuate. That means every time you go past 29%, your score drops to go and flops and can't get any more. When I was suing Credit Karma back in pandemic, they kept saying 42%. They were wrong. All the dashboards now readjust them, say under 30. So let's understand. These two cards do not fluctuate. About 16 years ago, I helped push them to do a pay-to-time limit as well. And you can max them out up to $1 million. So if you're going to have an oh shit day, or you're going to jack up a card, jack up the right card. So far, you've been jacking up the wrong damn card. Anybody can maintain a 750 score. If you want to play with me, you're going to have to follow through and pay attention to that too. We're going to call it Ray's Rules. Okay? Because I created it, and I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Wow. Now, I need you to pay attention. Are you ready? Now, this is what we're going to focus on. All right. Are you ducks in a row? Are you ducks in a row? Okay. Listen carefully. SSN, SS4. SSN is an SS5 form. You were told to do it 14 to 16, or mommy did it in 71 when Nixon took the gold standard up. That's how it works. SS4 was designed for credit and banking purposes. Did you hear it? Credit and banking purposes. So I need you to pay attention. All right. We're going to build a corporate umbrella. You have the choice, your choice. As I did this in 1987, okay? All right, I invented division process in 85, 86. Now, Ken Yarborough and I wrote a book called File Segregation years ago, okay? Unfortunately, I didn't like it at all. It was just not something I liked, file segregation. So every one of you need 9 divisions of themselves, of you, if you're gonna go get 9 things as well. Well, let's show you what happens. A division of me can guarantee things. And my dashboards, and I'll show you even the dashboards I created back then. So this means a division of me can get a credit card, American Express, house, or a franchise. You see, we are legal people of flesh. Ow, ow, ow. Corporates a legal person of law. Do you think someone at Bank of America is guaranteeing shit or something? They're not. That's ridiculous. But again, what they did is set up the SS4 form in the first place. So if the goal is never to bring the pain home, why don't you have 3 divisions of you? I don't understand that. See, why didn't you have 3 chances to try? Here's the dashboards that I set up, and I was doing this in 87, all right, in Yarborough and all this other stuff. And by the way, he even worked for me too. And I wrote him paychecks all the time. See, the SSN, let's look at this. Come on, this is dashboard. I am requesting on behalf of a corporation, division, subsidiary, or a person. Okay, address, you see down here, password, from there, type, and a social security number or tax ID. So listen carefully. I can provide a social or tax ID instead of a credit file. And that's what I created back then too. So this means flat out a person A corporation, a division, or a subsidiary can create a credit file legitimately. All right, legitimately. And that's what you got to think about. So when I set this up, the dashboards allow me to set up credit files instantly. So let's understand how to play the game to win. It's called a division of me. So maybe you just don't get it yet. It's instant credit report. There's the goal. So if we take TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, all right, we reference the report, tax ID, we can build credit files. Okay, legitimately, as long as we have no intent to do fraud. If you ever want me to do a division of you, all right, with credit reports, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and history, and all the pieces, I charge $1,000. The office charges $19.99 if I allow them to sell it. So if you want one, in case you screwed up American Express or Chase, there's how you get around their never going to forgive you bit, which isn't fair. It's actually against the Fair Lending Act, by the way, for what they do. So that's a Zelle only. I never do a file like that. If it's on a card, no way. It's always Zelle. Did you, oh, you wanted a picture? Take a picture, click. See, when the banks bought Zelle July 6, 2022, they don't need more locations anymore. That's how it works. So again, you got choices. Now, I would like you to set up an account with the IRS. That's right. The IRS is in charge, okay? They're in charge if you like it or not, okay? They're in charge. They gave you the SS5 form. You fill out for SSN. You did it 14 to 16, or mommy did it from 71 for you because she couldn't go from the hospital out to the street until she signed the form because that's where they trapped her. Within 2 hours of a baby being born, mommy's got to sign the form, period. If she can't, she will not be released from the hospital with the baby and herself. They would seize her. See, we're bonded at $35 million apiece. See, that's how they print more money. So we look at IRS, okay? So two things. IRS.gov, I want you to do a couple things. You ready to write it down? A, I want you to set up your report to look at your tax returns. That's what I'd like you to do. Next, I'd like you to get an SS4 form. Okay, I'd like you to also get a 1244. I want you armed with information because we're going to abide by their rules and tools and make sure you don't screw this up. Now, they're going to give you, a creditor is going to give you a form called 4506T, write it down, or C. I need you to be prepared to fill it out and send it back to the creditor. They want to make sure you're not using a fraud CPN, which was for witness protection, okay? All right, and people in government. That's when I first met Yarborough at Witness Protection before I went to the TRW Experian. See, we weren't allowed to tell people what we knew on the side, on the back side of all that. It was a secret. We signed agreements to shut up. All right. My old shit day. 15 years ago, what do I have? I took out one of my 3 yachts in the backyard with a group of people. All right. And I ended up going in a coma. I looked terrible there. I was actually dead. I died at 541. So one of my clients sent this and said, hey, don't go out in boats and fireworks anymore. I call that my old shit day. Okay, I had $3.7 billion in corporate structure, which I never shared with anybody. It's none of their damn business, especially Carl and Joanne or Dan and John. These people would just steal all my shit. So what do? Plan the problem. See, there's always somebody trying to knock you down, friend or family, rip you off. We got to plan this. What? We got to plan the problem. So here's some clients that recently in this last 12 months that I got to rebuild. And what I got to do is very simple. Now, I made them and I said, if you're going to partner with me, we're going to do what I do. Okay, franchises and all these goodies as well. Very crucial. So we look at EV charging stations, bridge loans, storage units, the things we're looking at. So if we look at this is a monthly. This person started 4 months ago. We got them up to $26,000 a month so far. The goal is $100,000. Next, you could be next if you wanted to. Next person, what do? Same thing. I'm going to look at the 10 businesses I like, the 10 cards, and get the money to get the honey. Next person is very simple. All right, they got 35,000. Okay. So again, these are different phases from 9 months, 6 months, and now what happens. So the next thing we look at the next one. Okay. Now they're starting to get more aggressive. So this person's got 96,000 a month. Is that good? All right. And from there, see, I have 2 special classes that I don't advertise ever to anybody. 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. Okay. It's my clients that have $2 or $3 million of credit already. And my 4:30, they have usually 7 to 10. And that's where we play. And you get invited only by me. It's a special invitation. If you do what you're told, and I'll be able to get a millionaire. Simple, 96,000 a month. So let's understand, we have a problem right now. Corporation divisions have to be 2 years old. You go to the bank is going to require a couple things. You're going to ask some questions as well. It's a double interview. I teach it in my level 1 in setup class. So what's going to happen is they're going to ask you, how long you've been in business? Well, if you had a garage sale, they'd say, how long you've been in business? Okay, very simple, no problem. From there, they're going to ask, how old is your corporation? How old are your divisions? And we need you to say 2 years, so we need them to be 2 years. Next, they have their projection of sales. The projections of sales, you want them to be $1 million. Is that okay? So the ultimate goal is very simple. So as we do these things, very simple, we have 28 days left. If we look at working days of 2024, we have between 28 and 29 days left, and that's it. It's over. So if you don't have corps and divisions now, you won't be prepared for lines of credit next year in January. You'll have to wait the following year. That's up to you. I don't control time. Okay? Time controls itself. And that's what we're going to look at. So I don't want to be pushy, but my problem is if you don't do it right away, you're kind of screwed up. We go back to chapter 18, legal person may sue or be sued, no problem. We go back to a corporation when it's allowed to do. These are raised rules, my rules that I say for you. Your corporation buffers tax. It doesn't pay tax until you make a profit. And that's the ultimate goal. Corporate credit's free money to write off. The car is fleet price, hotel at corporate rates. And what do we get? We get the free buffet. A division is a line of defense. Bottom line, it's cheap, it's multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, and separate liability. I've had some of the shittiest tenants in the world. I had this famous Dodger player in one of my properties on Pompano and Huntington Beach. Because when you look at these big condos and everything else, all right, on that, simple from, all right, Golden West and PCH, all right, I was the banker behind all that stuff. And one of these Dodgers, he was a turd. He's making $100 million a year. He can't pay his rent on time. We need the money to come in to pay the mortgage. I want to be the bank, but damn, I'm not going to carry him. He was just an arrogant son of a biscuit. So our goal is a line of defense. A line of what? Defense. We build a corporate umbrella. That's the goal. Because debt follows tax ID or SSN, and we build credit reports on either one. One I can write off, one I can't. So what I want you to realize once again, when we guarantee something, you keep signing your name and you have a corporation. What the hell's wrong with you? When you sign your name for a credit card, franchise, house, whatever it is, whatever you do with the corporation or building, you pierce your own veil. When that corporation, if it fails, they're going to come after you, period. So if you do a division to receive it, division to guarantee it, you can kind of avoid that. The ultimate goal is very simple. So as we play this game, you're not going to be a duck unless you like being a duck. I think that kind of sucks. So again, let's do this. When Kevin Acosta and I was working on a project 30 years ago, we had a duck. We were saying, don't be a duck back then too. But again, what do we look at? A corporation, and we take a $100,000 card or $1 million card, whatever we want, and what do we multiply it? The multiplication of division process. So if I got one card, let's understand, under the Fair Lending Act, one card is entitled to 99 more. So let's understand, a corporation's illegal what again? So it's a division. You're a husband or a wife, or you're a man or a woman when you have babies. Those are the things we have to look at as well. So as we do this, we can daisy chain credit. And don't worry, I invented that 34 years ago too. We get to have places as well. So we never bring the pain home. So let's understand. Here's American Express. Here's my concern about American Express. I got them to do paid overtime limit. They're great cards. Now listen very carefully. All right, these fluctuate. These do not. So if I put this as a person, all right, and I have to jack up a card, it's the American Express card because it doesn't fluctuate. I can maintain 750 the whole time. The ultimate goal. Corporation, they're great as well. So what happens is they have a fee. The Platinum is going to charge you $700, but the points will pay that 3 times over. The Gold will have a little fee too, about $300, but usually there's no interest rate. So okay, If we can position the American Express 4 cards, business, divisions, more, and we look at the ones for personal. You see, the problem is we all always have an oh shit day. So if we take the American Express Gold and Platinum Personal, that'll help us get to the oh shit day and maintain a 750 score. So when I do 4 of these cards for somebody, I pace them out. All right. I normally basically charge them about $4,000 to do these cards. See, I use my history in my dashboards. If you did it tonight during this broadcast, simple. All right. I'm going to charge you $19.98 to position that for you and get you those 4 cards. Okay. But it's only an offer during the webinar for the ones who really want it. As we do this, packs of 10. Okay. I created daisy chain, all kinds of fun stuff. So what I did is I created a way to get 10 of these at the same time. So if I get you 1, let me get you, 9 more for 9 divisions. If they paid over times 100,000 and 10 times 100,000 is $1 million, right? So remember, there's only 10 great cards to look at anyway. And what your goal should be, listen very carefully. If you do this or I partner with you to do something, every location that we have sends an address and a name. We're never going to waste name and address. We're going to build credit files. We're going to have a separate P&L for every one of these. This is how you get to million, to billion, and you build it up. But again, packs of 10. So when I do something and someone's real serious about it, these people got packs of 10. And that's no problem as well. So a pack of 10. So the bottom line is, if you want a pack of 10 with me, very simple. I can get that lined up for you. I usually charge about 10,000 bucks. But again, if you did it tonight, only tonight, it's $79.99. Okay, it is a Zelle only, period. You can't do Zelle, don't want it, don't worry about it. The opportunity is just passed you by. That's how it works. Now, let's think about divisions. Let's line up divisions in the right way. See, we have to look at type of business you're in or you want to go into. If I'm looking at an apartment complex, okay, I'm probably going to want basically 72 divisions. If I'm looking at storage unit, probably you've got 36. If I'm looking at laundromat, dry cleaning, and car wash, which are great businesses, I'm probably going to look at about 18 divisions. So we have to think about the division process. So here's a count to let you know. Okay, based on your business you go into, and you get subdivisions. That is the ultimate goal as we do these things. Very crucial. So in my book 34 years ago, I literally show how I invented the division process. Corporation, division, 2, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. I actually got to the point I daisy chained just on that little matrix, $16 million of credit, 16 million. So if I look at a division, let's understand. A corporation, we have to add history. A division, we add history. History actually lets me set up the Experian, Tragedy, and Equifax. So we have to have something to hold it up. When you started your credit files personally, you use the inquiry. That's how you did it. So if we look at history added to it, and then we would daisy chain the credit. Okay, once we daisy chain, we need a tax ID. Okay, tax ID needs to be in place, and we need to maintain 1120 filing. So the history does this, and this is how we get credit into more. So I want you to get out your cell phone tonight, and I want you to understand what you can do tonight during this presentation, and it's only during the presentation. So if you wanted 3 divisions or $14.97, comes with 10,000 of credit. I figure if you're going to get credits, give you divisions give you credit. No credit, it's $9.99. Simple. You want 9? All right, it's $29.89. Give you 25,000 of credit. With no divisions, $19.99. I want you to get divisions done now, so I can get them filed before we run out of the next 28 days. We're running out of time. I mean, this is where we're at right now. This is running out of time. I don't control it, neither do you. If you wanted 12, it's $39.99. You get 75,000 of credit. From there, all right, 12, all right, with no credits, $29.99. Now, I'm the only one who can offer this, and it's offered only during this webinar, period, if it's done now. Because that means flat out, I'm going to take the numbers of divisions, and I'm going to double it, the number of divisions. Instead of 3, you're getting 6. 9, you're getting 18. 12, you're getting 24. Okay, if you wanted it and get it set up right away. That would be the Zelle payment only, and that's tonight only. But again, you can always wait and pay a little more at the office, no problem. Now, if you need help, because there are people until 5 o'clock at the office, and you said, call right now, want it now. 800-254-9506. If you use a debit card or a credit card, which I don't really want, they charge 5% more. That's what the bank charges us. We got to charge it to you. That's how it works. So let's look at a corporation and the division process that I created. Back in '84, the form said husband, wife, and partner. It was all wrong. We've had it modified 5 times now. And I'm the #1 person in the world for division process. I created it in all 50 states and all kinds of fun stuff. So we have a parent company. We have a 100. 100 decides to have 3 babies, 101, A, B, and C. See, what we're doing is we're building subdivisions. Each subdivision can have credit files and location and everything else. We have in our building, we have a company downstairs called Domino's, and this guy franchise owns like 13 locations. And there's 13 corporations, 13 franchise tax fees, and a total mess, and a BOA on everything. They should have been locations of divisions. But again, divisions protect you. Corporations, in my opinion, do not. So we can build a matrix. So if we ever partner with anything, we do a matrix. All right, because every business, understand, I'm sorry, but you're going to have an oh shit day again and again. All right, sometimes I think we're living in hell. So if we understand we have an oh shit day and the division has all the liability, all right, I'm not afraid to lose a division. I have no intent to do fraud. Under the Federal Protection Act and all these things we can do, all right, basically what I can do, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. And what I get to do, I get to bankrupt a piece, just like cities, grocery stores, and banks do. And I get rid of the bad piece, keep the good pieces. In my book called Buckets of Money that I wrote over 25 years ago, first one I wrote 35 years ago, by the way. From there, the next version is Buckets of Money. This is where I put in the matrix that I actually took 4.6 million and I wanted to loan that money under C191D. And that's what I did. See, I had a problem. They're shrinking my limits. All right, I don't want them to do that. So the ultimate goal is very simple. As I position this correctly, I got 190,000 a month. I didn't realize at the time, but the people I loaned money to, the assets and the notes back to me were $1.1 billion. Hell, that was fun. It was actually a surprise. Again, I didn't really think ways how to use the division. That's 190,000 a month. It's in my book called Buckets of Money if you don't have a copy of it. So again, auto income, 41 divisions. This is in 98, by the way. So we have the ability, and the next one in that book will show you 16 million. How we literally created 661,000 a month. Again, this is where I created cash flow for you per time. And I know that other guy did it, he used it, but I actually own the rights to it. But that's okay. So again, money, making money and having fun, and that's how it worked. So it's like if you don't have a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit, always remember I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night. I sold this for 5,000 a set, no problem. The office will sell you the books and CDs for $1,000, no problem. If you bought them during a webinar like this now, I discount half price to $4.99, so you can save a little bit of money. If you want to copy the real estate system I did for my billionaire clients, or financial system or financial series, this is basically the office sold these as well. We used to sell these all for $10,000 each, by the way. All right, in the office are $19.99. From there, if you did it through me during the webinar, it's $9.99. Again, you get a 50% discount. It is a Zell process. Now, every division, as far as I'm concerned, should be known as a bucket of money, a bucket of money, because a division has corporations' credit reports, and that's important, it has its own. Now, I'm nationwide on radio, have been over about 40 plus years. I have a new TV show coming up this next year. We're going to kick some assets and have some fun with all the callers in and all the people coming into the studio. All right. Now, here was my dream. Again, remember, I didn't get on mommy and daddy to tell me I did good anytime. All right, I didn't get that. I just had to live in hell as a kid. So here's the Ray Reynolds University, one technology drive or event spectrum, and I reached my goal up to $1 million a day until I died in a coma. Kind of sucks. If you want classes all next year, all right, for 90 days, it's $3,600. Okay, if you're in class, you might want to extend your class right away. If you did it through me, it's $19.99 for 90 days of all classes. And that includes the specialty class as well. Saves you a lot of money. From here, it's a Zell. You'll learn how to play. We actually partner in all this as well. So this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Well, this man has to man up. Go to the church, they'll give you the food. drive an Uber, Lyft, have a garage sale. See, there's no excuses for people. I'm sorry, I don't give excuses. I came out of my coma in 2011. What am I going to do? Okay, boo-hoo-hoo. Found out they stole my house, sold my whole life. 3.7 billion in corporate structure. Sucks. What do? There I am in a damn coma. When I came out of the coma, my wife went to our Huntington Beach house, realized it was gone. We don't have that. All right, she got tricked to sign a POA. So we lost it all. I've always had 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. Why? Because my race cars, my yachts, and my motorcycles have the number 8 on it. And I got this lovely picture. Okay, it was kind of nice. First thing they ever did for me in the whole life. That was kind of nice. But what do? See, here's my problem. Honey, take me to Mark's place. They own Jewelry Mart. No problem. I'll be right back. I take the oxygen tank with me because I can't breathe without it. Come back to the car. She says, where's your watch? Where's your Rolex? Where's your wedding ring? Honey, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. I built 1 million in credit in 6 weeks. I don't stay down ever, no matter how many people stab me in the back. That's how it works. So guess what? Simple. I bought my wife her next dream house. There's no BS. I'm the real deal. Today, I want you to get out your driver's license, registration, insurance. Your problem being highly intelligent, that's good. But you keep giving it to strangers. Mine's always had P.O. Box. Why don't you protect your privacy? You should become a money-making machine. You want to sell vendor and supply credit, Amazon, eBay, okay. OPM money. I helped write basically a fast track program years ago too. All right, that's for Dun & Bradstreet. So if you want, take a picture of this right here. See, we have to realize that supply credit can turn into cash credit. All right, so that we can get about $50,000. We can reduce our debt in case you're jacked up over here 100%. There's the goal. So you could sell things today on eBay and Amazon. Okay, let's go do that. So the goal is this. I'd like you to focus on $100,000, personal and business. That's what I want you to focus on. If I got you $100,000 of credit, 10 cards, 10,000 each, and you have these 2 cards, you could never, never, never bring the pain home ever unless you're not paying attention. That means the 29% rule, these, up to $1 million, and paid over time limit as well. Now, what is our goal? Listen very carefully. If we're allowed to use 29% rule that I created, that's 71,000 of safety in case you have no shit day. 100,000 of cash credit. Let's focus on that. There's only 10 cards that I love, personal business, period. And that 10 cards for the corp is $1 million of credit. So if I rebuild you, then we go after the Spark Green. It's 100,000 and the other 2 for 60. 30,000 each. Now, let's say it's 160, and I multiply this by 9. Is that $1 million? B of A, Wells Fargo, all right, Inc., Gold. See, if we position this right, the next step would be at the bank by the time we're ready to do that. The bank's going to give you what's called checkbook money up to $150,000 with no tax returns. They actually call it bridging the gap too. But they want a 2-year division or 2-year corporation. Without it, you're not going to get it. Sorry. These are my 5 favorites. And I line up people for these all the time. But again, what do? That can be up to $5.4 million of credit. Divisions allow you to actually create, all right, a business plan and project $1 million of credit and business money coming in. It's a business plan. So money making machine could be you if you wanted to. This means flat out tonight, you can learn to play the game and you can partner with me as well. So let's look at the American Express cards. Here's American Express. My dashboards allow me to get personal business simultaneously. All right, platinum or gold card. They also have an expense card, employee card, or they have literally a division card. How many would you like? From there, there's the gold card doing the same thing. What happens, American Express, about 16 years ago, I kept push, all right, in 2000, 2009, because the gold and the platinum was due at the end of the month. Well, they got a paid overtime limit. I also pushed to put divisions on all applications for all business cash credit, and they did that. Now I got to get caught up because of pandemic and coming all this other crap with the world to have and help them do what needs to be done. All right, So here's the American Express offering you 99 more. Would you like personal, division, authorized user? Here's American Express offering a line of credit. Here's American Express offering $250,000 to the corporation called Blueprint Loan, which Scott at their company says they named it after me because I wrote the blueprint for success. Well, who knows? Anyway, it's what he said. We take $1,000 to $75,000. We could reference, listen carefully, borrow money is not taxable. So if we gain cash credit to the corp and not steal it from the family, which is stupid, and we take that money and we basically buy our lifetime income. Now you have real estate and franchise, and you have auto income. That's where you partner with me, but it's up to you. If you need $100,000 of credit tonight for you or corporation, the office usually charges about 10%. Okay, tonight we're going to do something weird, which I do once in a while. It's $4,999, but this is going to get you $200,000. $100,000 of personal, $100,000 of business. If that was Zelled tonight. If not, then you miss the opportunity. That's simple. From there, all right, if you wanted 50,000, it would be basically 20 or 49.99, 5 grand. Tonight is 29.99, and that would do 50,000 you or the corporation or both. Zelle only, and if it was done tonight. All right, the 25,000. All right, it's usually a 2,500, and the bottom line is 14.99, and it's only for one you or the corp on that one. It's kind of a giveaway. But again, that's your goal. It is a Zelle only, no credit card on that at all. Okay, if I'm going to double it up, use a card, you get half. All right, money making machine. All right, it's like one of my restaurants I'm doing. Okay, kind of fun stuff. My wife's name is Faizuli. To me, it's sexy like Versace. We did a little pop-up. Found out we can create about 96,000 in 3 or 4 days. Kind of nice. You want to partner with that project, no problem. All right, you can invest anywhere from 10,000, 50,000, all right, to 100,000 or 5,000. So wherever you feel comfortable, you can use a card or just cash, either way. This is going to give you a return on your money, and you're going to end up only getting a payout on one location on a monthly base. Until I buy you out or you want to be bought out, you keep it forever. Always remember, borrow money is not taxable. So there's an opportunity. That could be Zelle or card. Card is 5% more if you want to partner in that business. First payout is going to be about in March. Next location is in Riverside, California. So when we take a division, and this form got modified 5 times, used to say husband, wife, and partner, ultimate goal is all screwed up. But again, what do we get to do? If we partner in any business, listen very carefully, we're going to basically share a division, okay, a division. So what's going to happen is my corporation, one of them, is going to be number basically 4, okay? Your corporation's division is going to be 4A, no problem. What happens here, you're going to get 5 to 20% of a location, all right? The rest goes to the corporations I have because I'm behind the whole project. As we partner together, I've done this with clients since 1997, or it's actually 87, 88, okay? So again, this is how we play the game, okay? If you want, we can work together on that as well. Next, it's a Zelle if you choose to do that. All right, from there, if you ever want to use a card, you can always email me my email address. Now, I don't believe you have your own time. I've been getting up at 2:25 since I was a kid. All right, when I was younger, because it used and abused, I'd wake up fighting. This one lady had to use a stick to wake me up because I was fighting because I was just bullshit I had to go through. And no one gave a crap. So I had to fight to get out of hell. But my goal was to get out of hell. These businesses is what I'd focus with. I will teach you how to do it, or I'll do it for you. We'll have the keys. We'll share a piece. Remember, I want you to drive around your own city and find out where you don't own these things. You should own every one of these, but it's up to you. Start collecting them. Coaching programs are simple. If you're coaching with me right now, or you extend your coaching, you're stuck with me. If you don't do it right away by this Friday and Saturday, it's the deadline, then you're going to use my senior and junior coaches because you won't be in my coaching program anymore when you run out of time. Because we need a commitment. I'm shrinking my coaching time. I mean, it's kind of crazy sometimes. I've been sold out for 6 months, and I do 6 calls a day. I'm going to shrink it to 3 days a week. I already know only 4 calls a day. So the reality is when they don't sign up, they kind of miss the opportunity to play with me direct. But they can do it with the junior and senior coaches as well. From here, the blueprint. I don't believe I can help you 110% until I blueprint you. That means past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly, and problem, American Express, or Chase, tax lien, or bankruptcy. I need to look at all that garbage and make sure we can go forward. What we need to do. So family. Okay, as a kid, I didn't really feel connected to any family. All I got is using, abusing, a bunch of bullshit. All right, and that's just crazy crap. But again, that's how it works. I finally got a wife. I finally got a real Christmas and a real birthday. Now I feel guilty when she does something for me. Kind of sucks. Corporation, divisions. From there, irrevocable trust, we have to plan to live and die. The car should be a division of a corporation the way I designed it. House should be bought through a trust so nobody knows where you live. From there, auto income, cash flow fee per time. If I get on the phone with you, I want your partner of life with me. I want to go through all of this so we're on the same page. Then I'm going to build that blueprint and we're going to go get it. Now I charge $9.99 for my blueprint. Okay, office charges $19.99. From here, I want you to focus on silly businesses that you own, but you don't run them. Every time I would take $40,000 off of a card, $40,000. Okay, I'd go after basically a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. That's fun. If I took 100,000 off a card, very simple, I would basically want to get like a storage unit. And with Dr. Robert Soltis, my ex-father-in-law, and I, we started buying these when I was 19 years old. It was fun because it just made money, money, money. So as we do these things, so let's understand fun stuff. So a boring business just bring in an income of 100,000 a month plus. So you could become an investor. That would be the goal. Own it, do not run it, and use auto income. So if you wanted a 6 weeks coaching program with me, okay, and this week it's junior and senior coaches. I'm the founder of the organization. Okay, so again, 6 weeks right now, blueprint call, all right, 25,000 in credit, expedited rapid in classes level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. You're stuck with me in live class, it's $1195.96. Tonight it is discounted to $4,999 if it was done tonight. Again, I love Zell. Very simple. You need to call the office before they close in 10 minutes. They will charge you 5% more. You can say, Ray just gave me that package online. Simple. 800-254-9506. All right. Let's say you want to get more serious. 3 months, 6 months, a year. Well, the IRS website, and the IRS says 5 million below a small company. So our goal is to go after that 10,000, 100,000 a month. There's the goal. But again, what we have to look at is analyzation. We do your analyzation every 5 days. We'll know more about your credit than you do. Calls, weekly calls, classes. From here, rapid refresh. And that's the ultimate goal. Next, again, what is our goal? We're going to use projects, business plans, limits, increasing limits, phone calls with creditors, daisy chaining of credit, and increase limits all the time. And that would be the ultimate goal. If you're in a 3 months coaching with me, all right, it's $8,000. And the reality is I build you another 100,000 in credit. If you're in basically, all right, let's say 6 months, it's 15 grand, and we're going to build you another 150,000. I've always given cash credit for almost every product I've done up to 10 times what you invest in it. I always wanted to just basically give you back your money, all right, what you invest, because I want to do it better than you can do in Vegas. All right, I just wanted to help people. And then we're going to build 300,000 of credit. Simple. Now, if you're in coaching right now, your deadline's coming up because if you're not going to extend coaching, it opens the door for someone else to take your place. Okay, so you have basically with credit, take a picture. If you're in coaching, this comes with credit. All right, here's one that does not come with credit. I had one said, I don't need the credit, Ray. What does it cost? So you get your 3, 6, 12 months. Again, you get a little discount to extend coaching. From here, those are Zelle payments. All right, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. Use a card. Remember, it's a 5% more fee. From there, to me, a corporation is dangerous. All right, and what we have to look at is like, you know, to me, I became a chess master as a kid. Chess is a position, it's a business. Okay, every piece. So what happens like a division, that's where you get checkmate all the time. Why would you bring your pain home when you basically can always have a division versus a corporation and protect you. Now, if you're going to think about 5 to 10 million, the IRS says 5 million below a small company, we got to look at more bigger apartment complexes. We got to look at basically storage units. That's how you do it across the board. From there, if I build you too much credit or you want to invest money, and my biggest problem I had is I had $53 million of credit and they're shrinking my limits. I would loan out money, is actually how I did it. Loan out money, kept the limits going up, and away. I worked with 4 brokers for years, and they charged $2,000 as a setup fee, and then you could put $5,000 in a bucket on card or cash, and they'll double your money, almost double it in 12 months, almost $900 a month, kind of fun. Again, 10,000, 25,000. So I realized by loaning up money created cash flow, and that's what I did, financial freedom. It's how I created basically cash flow for you per time. It's in my book, page 6, paragraph 348 years ago. That's how I can prove that I actually created it for someone else steal it and using it. Now remember, I'm going to like Boeing and steady. I don't want to run a business. These are the type I want to go after. If you want me to help you, I'll help you go after this as well. If I need you, I'll have to do the everything negotiation and get you the keys. We have about 30% of clients that want to do all the work and I guide them. 70% Ray, just do it for me, give me the keys. Then we do another one, we partner up all the time. Again, they just want a good income. All right, so again, we can do the work. So these are the locations we're going to go after. Now, if you're in coaching, then I just charge you $25,000 per location if you go into that escrow. If not, I'm buying it anyway. I only give you the ones I'm buying since I collect them all the time. If you're in coaching, I charge $5,000 called a location fee. So again, we give you a good place and you make money, money, money. Again, the goal is to fight to get the keys, and I'll help you fight to get the keys. If I build you credit and you want me to partner with you or teach you how, coaching will teach you how. If you want me to partner with you, all right, we're going to share the piece. You're getting 75% of that piece. My division's getting 25. Again, you can buy me out anytime you want, or I can buy you out. But again, why would we? We're making money. I've done that since 1987. From there, it's a Zelle payment. Always call the office if you want to use a card. From there, the next thing, we got to look at bigger loans. Stellar Bank 250, Chase 250. All right, what do we look at here? American Express 250. So we want to get bigger loans of credit as you grow your business because you want to basically have manageable debt. So here's the thing: if you have 100,000 in and out of your business on a monthly basis, you're fine, no problem at all. Okay, all right, we can help you. If not, our tax returns or my smallest accounts have over 100,000 coming in every month. The bigger ones, they just throw money at me no matter what. It's kind of fun. So you can partner with me, but if you partner with me to do this and get you that bigger line of credit, okay, I'm going to charge you $5,000 up front. Then I charge you 10% on the back end when you get to 250. All right, it's like the American Express when it comes to their what they call blueprint loan, 250,000. These are nice in their specialty. If you loaned it out, you create 55,000 a month. That's kind of fun. From here, the blueprint loan, the gateway is the platinum card. You log into the platinum card, personal business, it'll have blueprint all over it. And that's the goal. From here, again, if you don't have 100,000 every month, I'd probably shy away from it right now until you do. If you want to partner up, we can do that together. But here's what I'd like you to think about. If we get one, why wouldn't we not one for every division? That could create $2.5 million of credit, which is the ultimate goal. Again, up to you. If we do it together, I charge $5,000 to do it with you. We get to use my accounts, and I do a division of your corp under my corporation to make it a legitimate partnership to get you that $5,000 up front, verify it, get it to the 250, and you pay 10% on the back end. Very simple. From there, I'm going to also need to exercise a card I get you to prove that I'm actually a partner with you and using the card and paying the bill every month to my account. That way they can verify we want to cross the T's and dot the I's. So the ultimate goal, remember when we started today, all right, corp owning corp and divisions. What happens is a corporation owning a corp like a Bank of America, a branch number, and divisions of us would make more sense. So I want you to think about a better way to not bring the pain home every day. And this is what works. So we can basically stop bringing the pain home, be a certified CFO, and basically reprogram our brain domain or status. Look beyond that curtain every day, and that's the ultimate goal. From here, I look at it this way. God has put me through so much in my life. Been knifed 6 times, been shot a couple of times, comas twice. It's that crazy stuff. But again, I think I'm God's example. So I'm going to do my best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So your goal tonight is decide if you want to up or learn more, get the classes, have some more fun, and get past go. And if you had a problem American Express or Chase, we can help you get there as well. It literally is really a division of you. Division of you, which I call the division of me. That's how I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. I believe a woman has to get her home. Actually, the house and let her turn it into a home. That's just my belief. And that's what I think everyone should do. But again, that's just me. So you got 800-254-9506. I'd say call it right away if you want anything offered tonight. If it's not done tonight, remember the special things offered tonight, like doubling this and doubling that. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen after tonight. Okay, it was only during the webinar. So if you call the office tomorrow, all right, it's back to normal price. You call right now, about 5 minutes, they'll probably honor what I just ordered for you. So we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget, end of the day, God loves us all.